Dear student, our topic will be continue structure and polymer morphological. Today we discuss degree of orientation. The determination of degree of orientation is complicated both by the complexity of the types of orientation that can occur and by the conceptual difficulties involved in the current picture of the structure of an orientation specimen. The interpretation of the measurements by different methods are as follows. Methods are X-ray diffraction, birefringence. First we discuss X-ray diffraction. X-ray diffraction patterns of unoriented polymer resemble small molecule powder photographs characterized by ring rather than diffraction spots. When the specimen is oriented, these rings breaks into arcs and at high degree of orientation approach the sharp patterns characteristics of paracrystal from the distributions of scattered intensity in the arcs or spots. The degree of orientation can be measured in terms of distribution functions. These functions describe the amount of material occurring in crystalline region having angular coordinates describing their orientation that fall within certain limits. This is the unoriented and this is the oriented. Unoriented shows rings, but in oriented shows arcs. There are no any rings. Here shows arcs. Birefringence of changes in index of refraction with the direction of a crystalline polymer is made up from the crystalline and amorphous region. The birefringence is resulting from the shape of the crystal or the presence of voids. For completely unoriented sample, the contributions of both the crystalline and amorphous region are zero. The increase in birefringence orientation is due primarily to the crystalline region and is proportional to the degree of crystallinity. The intrinsic birefringence of the crystal and an orientation factor that can be identified with the determined by the X-ray technique. Polymer structure and physical properties. Crystalline melting point. Crystalline melting point is discussed here in terms of thermodynamics because it is pseudo equilibrium process. Since the free energy we know that delta G is free energy of process is zero, then melting of polymer takes place as in shown delta G. This is the free energy and delta Hm minus, we know that delta G is also delta H minus T delta S is equals to 0. Here we denote H denote Hm and T delta S denote Tm delta Sm. Then delta G is equals to delta Hm minus Tm delta Sm is equals to 0. Thus melting point Tm is set by the ratio delta Hm upon delta Sm. And it is important to know that effect of molecular structure upon both of these quantities to get insight into the melting process. Crystalline melting point is usually taken to be independent of molecular weight in the polymer range. It is assumed that delta Hm and delta Sm are made of molecular weight independent terms delta H0 into H0 and S0 plus increment H1 and S1 for each chain unit. Thus degree of polymerization psi is equals to Tm is equals to delta Hm upon delta Sm according to above equation. delta Hm is equals to H0 plus XH1 and delta Sm is equals to H0 plus delta S1 raised to H1 upon S1 as x raised to infinity. Melting point of homogeneous series. Homogeneous series: polyester, linear polyethylene, polyurethane, polyamides and polyureas. This is the chain of atoms in repeating units, and this is the Tm, degree of centigrade, melting point. Polyester starting from 50 and 150 starting linear polyurethane. This is approximate constant temperature chain atoms, but above melting point Tm is increases. According to chain repeating, melting point is decreases in polyurethane, polyamide and polyureas. When the polymers as derived from polyethylene and replacing methylene with polar group, the effect of spacing of the polar groups in Tm melting point is studied. Since the spacing between polar groups is increased, the melting point approaches that the polyethylene. When the homologous series is observed in more detail, the melting point changes in the more complex manner with the spacing of the polar group. The low melting point of linear aliphatic polyester where once shows the unusual flexibility of the CO chain bond, implying high degree of entropy of fusion. Both delta Sm and delta Hm lower in these polyester than in polyethylene. This is the structure of the amide group. It is observed that the polyamides delta Hm is lower than polyethylene. Polyamides is lower than polyethylene. Hence, molar cohesion cannot account for high values of melting point. This causes from low liquid state entropies leading to low values of the delta Sm originate from partial relation retention of H bonding in the melt and give resonance within the amide group. Now we discuss effect of chain flexibility and other steric factor. Chain flexibility. The molecule containing saturated chain bonds are flexible in nature. Because of rotation around chain bonds, the potential energy barriers restricting the rotation range from 0.2 to 1.2 kJ per mole. Flexible polymer chain is helpful in determining their melting points. Thus, polytetrafluoroethylene, where Tm melting point is 327 degrees centigrade, melts much higher than polyethylene due to its low entropy fusion, which causes from the high stiffness of the polymer chain. Similarly, the high melting point of isotactic polypropylene 165 degrees centigrade is due to low entropy of fusion originated from stiffening of chain in the melt because higher energy barrier for the rotation about CC bond than in polyethylene. In none of these cases, a high heat of fusion content account for the high value of Tm, since for both polytetrafluoroethylene and polypropylene delta Hm is well below polyethylene. Since the paraphenylene group is an inflexible group, this is the structure. If this group is substituted for 6-chain CH2 group, because the increased melting point of the polymer, paraphenylene group when connected to CH2 group, the rise in melting point Tm is greater, and when it connected to carbonyl group, its rise of Tm is more greater connected to CO. Since the group can be resonant as a unit among other than stiffening group are para-paradise diphenyl 1,5 naphthyl 2,6 naphthyl diketopiperazine. This is the structure and this is the triazole. Effect of paraphenylene group of a melting point condenses polymer. We say here melting point effect of paraethylene. Tm is increased where paraethylene group effect OCS2 whole twice OCO CS2 6CO, this is 45, but CS2 to increase 8, then melting point is 75, and CS2 this is the ethylene group, this is the 135, but in attached to cyclohexane then Tm increased to 146, and this is to CS2 6 connected with CNH with amide, then also Tm is increased to 235, and here connected with a cyclohexane group and Tm is increased to 265. According to it, Tm is increased when effect of paraethylene group. Okay, now we discuss side chain substitution. What is the happening then side chain in the polymer? Tm is increasing or decreasing. In many polymer, the non-polar groups, polar groups means positive and negative, non-polar is not any positive and negative, no any partial positive negative. Polar is inorganic and non-polar is organic molecule. Non-polar groups are substituted in side chain. It causes reduction in melting point Tm or may result for complete loss of crystallinity. If the substitution is random, as in case of branched polyethylene, the initial effect is a reduction in the size and prefixation of the crystalline region, usually accompanied by a decrease in the crystallinity. The crystalline melting point of polyethylene is less by 20 to 25 degrees centigrade from the linear to branched polymer. In isotactic polyalpha olefin, an increased in the side chain causes the increasingly lower melting point Tm. On the other hand, increase the bulkiness of the side chain increase melting point. Since the rotation in the side chain is restricted in the liquid state with decrease in Sm. Rotation decrease, rotation restricted, it means no rotation, that decrease Sm. Delta Sm is decrease. Here we say effect of side chain substitution on the melting point isotactic polyalpha olefin. Side chain is CS2, it means butyl. Then Tm is equals to minus 55, a lowest melting point. But side chain is decreasing by CS2 and to butyl to propyl. Then Tm is plus 75, increasing Tm. And ethyl 125 and methyl 165. Here is isobutyl, that 196, and this is the isobutyl iso, and this is the neo. Tm is increased to 135, 150, 350. Now we discuss glass transition temperature. This is important for your according to exam for MSc final in organic chemistry. Almost glass transition temperature, it known as Tg. Glass transition Tg. Tm is melting point, but here polymer language is different. Glass transition, this is Tg. Almost all amorphous polymer and many crystalline polymer possess a temperature boundary. Above this temperature, the substance remains soft, rubbery and flexible, and below the temperature becomes hard, glass and brittle. The temperature below which a polymer is hard and above which is soft is called as glass transition temperature. The temperature below which a polymer is hard and above which is soft is called glass transition temperature. The hard, glossy, brittle state is known as the glass state, and soft, rubbery, flexible state, rubbery, viscoelastic state. The transition temperature is denoted by Tg. Glass transition temperature is denoted by Tg. Glass transition temperature Tg, and Tf is another term of temperature. Tf another term of temperature. Tg term of glass transition temperature, but Tf is another term of temperature. When a polymer is heated further, it forms a viscous liquid and starts flowing. The state is known as viscous flood state. This is viscous flood state. Term is Tf, flow temperature. The different states with changes the temperature. This is the glass state Tg, rubbery stage soft Tg, glass stage hard below Tg, and rubbery state soft above, this is Tg, and viscous flood state polymer melts and flow, this is Tf. Tg and Tf, and between the Tg and Tf is soft above Tg. An ordinary natural rubber ball, if cooled below minus 70 degrees centigrade, becomes so hard and brittle that it will break into several pieces like a glass ball falling in a hard surface. This happens because there is a temperature boundary for amorphous and many crystalline polymer. The transition from the rubber to the glass-like state is an important feature of polymer behavior, marking as it does a region where dramatic changes in physical properties such as hardness and elasticity are observed. The changes are completely reversible, and the transition from rubber to a glass is a function of molecular motion, not polymer structure. In the rubber-like state or in the melt, the chain are in relatively rapid motion. But as the temperature is lowered, the movement becomes progressively slower until the available thermal energy is insufficient to overcome the rotational energy barrier in the chain. At the temperature Tg, the chain becomes locked in whichever the conformation they possess when Tg was reached. Below Tg, the polymer is in the frozen liquid with a completely random structure. It is quite obvious that Tg is an important characteristic property of any polymer, as it has as important bearing on the potential application of a polymer. Experimental demonstration of Tg. Tg will be continuing. The glass transition temperature Tg is not specific to long chain polymer, and substance which can be cooled to a sufficient degree below the melting point without crystallizing will form a glass. The phenomena can be conveniently demonstrated using glucose pentaacetate GPA. Glucose pentaacetate, a crystalline sample GPA is melted, then chilled rapidly in ice water to form a brittle amorphous mass. By working the hard material between one finger, the transition from glass to rubber will be felt when the sample is warmed up. A little perseverance with further rubbing, the pulling will result in the crystallization of the rubbery phase, which then crumbles to a powder. Glassy solids and glass transition. The concepts of glassy solids and glass transitions are further understood by knowing the following terms. State of aggregation. There are three states of aggregation. One is the solid, second is the liquid, third is the gas. Polymer or compound pose only two stage aggregation. Polymer compound only two, solid and liquid. In the crystal lattice, low molecular weight solid substance sits in the definite equilibrium position from which it moves only a little space in vibrational motion in a crystalline solid. There is no any transition motion or Brownian movement. The molecules sit in their respective position within the crystal lattice. The arrangement of the molecules is repeated many times in all the three dimensions of the crystal. It is called long range order, IRO, long range order of the crystalline solid. In a solid substance, the molecule are in rigid state and hence the planes formed by these molecules within the solid are also rigid and inflexible. The rigidity provides the capacity of transferring of the external stress to a solid. A low molecular weight crystalline solid can consist of the following characteristics feature. First is a well-defined and definite position of the molecules inside the crystal lattice. Second is the geometry of the crystalline lattice, and third is the response to the external force. Finally, with low molecular weight substances, one can draw following two conclusion. Number first, without Brownian moment, but with the long range order IRO, the stress transfer phenomena is possible. The state is called a solid state. But in the liquid state, with Brownian moment, in solid state without Brownian moment, but in liquid state Brownian moment without long range IRO and with energy dissipation. The temperature at which changes state occur, that is from solid to liquid, is called as melting point Tm. Now second, we discuss states of phase. First is A, discuss states of aggregation, and this is the states of phase. Low molecular weight substances can exist in three phases states, that is liquid, solid and gases, since the gas stage of the phase does not exist in polymer. In solid crystalline long range order IRO molecules, the molecules do not exhibit molecular orbitality but only vibrate about their fixed centers in equilibrium. This is the characteristic of crystalline phase state. In liquid phase state, there is no any long range order IRO. In liquid state, it shows that there is no well-defined respective manner of the position occupied by the molecule over long distance. In liquid state, two situations are possible. First is the where molecule mobility is seized, and second is the molecular mobility is activated. When first situation molecular mobility is seized, then since the substances does not possess any long range order, molecular mobility is seized. It exists as a physical solid but unable to crystallize. The solid which cannot crystallize are called amorphous solid. Amorphous solid state is known as the glassy state. When the amorphous solid is heated, the energy of motion increased, and at a higher temperature the Brownian moment is activated and there is found a molecular mobility. In second stage situations, molecular mobility is activated. This contains molecular mobility and the solid has been liquid. There is no change in the internal order of the molecular arrangement, but there is change in the energy of motion. And hence, transition from a amorphous solid state to liquid state occur gradually over a temperature range. From the above concept, three conclusive observations. First is only crystalline solid exist in the crystalline state phase, while crystalline and amorphous solid are in the solid rate of aggregation. Second is amorphous solid are found in solid physical aggregate state, also exist in liquid phase rate state. In third, both crystalline and amorphous substance can exist in molten liquid state. Thus, a crystalline substance can exist as crystalline solid or as a molten liquid, with solid to liquid transition occurring at temperature known as the melting point. And amorphous substances cannot exist in crystalline phase state but can exist a glass solid or a molten liquid, and transition from glassy solid to molten liquid occurs at temperature known as the glass transition temperature Tg. A polymer which does not contain long range order cannot exist in crystalline state. It is amorphous and exists in the glassy, rubbery and liquid state. The low temperature where does not consist of segment or molecular mobility in exist as a glassy solid. On heating above a certain temperature, segmental mobility come into play and it become rubbery. This temperature at which the amorphous polymer pass from the glass state to a rubbery state is glass transition temperature. When a rubbery polymer is heated above its Tg, a temperature is reached beyond which molecular mobility also set in the polymer starting flowing. The temperature is called flow temperature, is flow point Tf. A polymer which contains long range IRO is called as crystalline polymer. A polymer which contains IRO, crystalline polymer, at low temperature where molecular mobility is ceased, it exists in the crystalline solid state. At high temperature, the segments in crystalline polymer are tightly fixed in the crystallites by intermolecular forces of the attraction and therefore do not show any segmental mobility. To overcome such forces, the energy required to high, which is almost equal to the energy required to initial molecular mobility. This means that when a crystalline polymer is heated, the possibility of segmental mobility along sitting in without molecular mobility also does not exist. The crystalline polymer hence does not pass from solid state to rubbery state and does not contain any glass transition temperature. On the other hand, at fairly high temperature, molecular mobility sets in almost abruptly and the long range order gets loose simultaneously. Now the polymer pass from the crystalline state directly to the liquid state. This transition occurs at melting point Tm. A crystalline polymer can nevertheless be made to exist in a glassy state by rapidly cooling is melt to a very low temperature without allowing much time for the molecule to arrange from crystallites. This phenomena is called quenching. Partially, most of the polymer are neither fully crystalline nor completely amorphous. They are partially crystalline and passes both crystalline and amorphous well as the melting point Tm and below Tg. The amorphous region of the polymer exists in glassy state of the Crystallizing region, crystalline state at Tg, the amorphous region pass on to the rubbery state while the crystalline region continue to be in the crystalline state at Tm. The crystalline region melt and pass on the liquid state above Tm. The amorphous region and the crystalline regions become one and the polymer is whole is in the liquid state. Value of Tg and Tm is this. Cellulose polymer is cellulose triacetate Tg. Tg is glass transition temperature. This is the 49 to 478, but transition temperature is 306. In cellulose trinitrate 53 and 700. Ethyl cellulose 43 and this is not measured. Natural rubber minus 73 and 36. Nylon 650 250. Nylon 650 270. Polyacrylonitrile 97 or 341. And polybutadiene cis and trans for 10 x 102 and 6 and trans for 58 to 100. This is the Tg and Tm of polymers. Relationship between Tg and Tm. What is the relation between glass transition temperature and transition temperature? On the basis of, this is the important glass transition according to exam, what the relation between Tg and Tm. On the basis of basic experiment observation, it is stated that the factor which affect Tg will also affect Tm. Tg and Tm in degree Kelvin have been shown. Tg is equals to half Tm. Tg is equals to half Tm for symmetrical and Tg is equals to 2/3 for unsymmetrical. For symmetrical, glass melting temperature Tg is equals to half Tm. It means we can say that Tg is double of Tm in symmetrical, but in unsymmetrical Tg is equals to 2/3 Tm. However, these are not universal relation. Deviation have been reported in case of many problems. A combined study of the above two equations in which the effect of molecular symmetry is not considered. Half is less than Tg upon Tm is less than 2/3. Since the relationship gives Tg upon Tm, it may more realistically indicate about the thermal behavior of the polymer. Effect of molecular weight on glass transition temperature. This is also important. Molecular weight glass transition. Effect of molecular weight on Tm. Tg. The molecular weight of polymer affected the glass transition temperature Tg, but up to a limited value, that is 20,000. Above this value, the effect of molecular weight does not account. The mathematical relationship between Tg and molecular weight of the polymer, this is Tg is equals to Tg infinite minus K upon m1 mn. Here Tg infinite, glass transition temperature at infinite molecular weight. K and L are arbitrary constant. To understand this effect, it is stated that polymer chains are made up of the several monomeric units, comprise many segments, each made of few tens of monomeric units. Since the mobility of chain segment influence the glass transition temperature, though as connected as the two ends to the main chain, and hence their mobility is rather restricted. The two segments containing the chain ends are connected to the main chain at one of their ends only, and hence have more freedom for motion. For a definite weight of the polymer, a low polymer sample will have more chain end segment than a high molecular weight polymer sample. The larger number of chain end segment, the larger will be effective segment motion. Thus, the Tg value will be lower for low molecular weight polymer. Tg value very low for low molecular weight polymer. Here is chain end, here is chain segment, here is chain end. This is the initial, this is the chain end, this is also chain end. The schematic represent of the polymer chain showing chain end and chain segment. Effect of plasticizer and glass transition temperature. We discuss in next lecture. Thank you. Prepare your notes by help of PDF.